unfortunately.
Why?
Because people watch it this way.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
For life.
That's really nice. Hey, welcome. This is Sig with Fish Out Loud. We're going to be doing our very first fresh catch, fresh cook, and fresh eats here at the home in Live Oak Harbor in Freeport, Florida. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be a special first one doing this because we have some friends here from South Africa, professional bass fishermen.
Jason Harrison over here. Thank you for having me over, Sig.
Yes.
Really appreciate it.
Welcome to America.
Yes, we caught a lovely redfish today on a chatterbait, a white one. So it was really eventful. We caught a bunch of other ones too, but yeah, let's see how this filleting process goes.
Yeah, we're gonna fillet it right now. He's gonna, Jason's gonna do it. Calvin's gonna come over here in a second, introduce you to him. But we're literally bass fishing, okay? Calvin and Jason came over from South Africa. They qualified for the Bassmaster Team World Championship, which was on the Harris chain. And then after it was over, we came up here to Freeport and we were gonna fish a tournament, a Bass Nation tournament on Saturday. Then we literally caught all these redfish on chatterbaits today. We pulled up to a spot and they'd never caught a redfish. What was your first experience catching a redfish?
For the guys back home, it fights very much like a grunter, if not exactly the same. Very strong, got a lot of bursts of energy. They don't jump at all, same as a grunter. And yeah, so their mouths are at the bottom of, I would say, their head. It's not right in the front. So you would only get bit as your bait touches the bottom, which made it a lot easier for them to eat it. Yes.
Absolutely. So we're fishing these fish. What we did is we're fishing the Choctawhatchee River system, and we had the Choctawhatchee River coming in to a bend and a creek coming out, and we just kind of on as both creek and river coming together. These fish are stacked there along with a lot of other fish. We don't know that we're guessing they were gar. But we got a real nice slot limit here. If you're interested in catching redfish, I would go to the FWC and see what the limits are. We just happen to take one slot limit home this evening. So get ready. We're going to clean it and we're going to sear it and we're going to cook it up here. So stay tuned. Go ahead, Jason.
Happy days. Let's get on with it.
What you're doing.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start right behind this fin over here. We're going to go down till behind the gill here. We're going to start there. Just go real slowly. There we go, good. There we go, through guys. I'm going to turn him over and do it on this other side. Just got to be real careful, I've got a very sharp knife here. I don't want to slip and hurt myself. There we go. Cool. Perfect.
I like what you did. You're snapping that bone there, huh?
Yeah. Just makes it a lot easier. Good. And this we can get rid of. Now what we're going to do is we're going to run down right on the top here, so just before the end of the tail. And then once I've done that, I'm going to cut down to the middle bone, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. So this is going to be difficult to hold up straight, but here we go. There we go. I'm on the bone, just about there. Slice this guy. Drop that in pots.
Hey, welcome. If you're just joining us, I've got Jason Harrison from South Africa here, a professional bass fisherman. Not only are we going to catch our first redfish today, but we're also going to cook it. So stay tuned. Share this with everybody. We are going to have some fresh eats coming up here shortly.
I really thought that this knife was a lot sharper, but it will get the job done. Just don't want to lose much meat. There we go.
Let me slip in here real fast.
No problem.
We might have a real sharp knife here on this before.
I know.
There we go. Go through.
Try that knife. No? Okay.
Jay, that one sharp one.
Hmm?
That one sharp. The other one.
This one. There we go. Just one fillet. I'm going to cut down there soon. I just want to get this other side done.
Okay.
Same process here. I'll get under these scales.
Hold that down.
Yes, under the scales. There we go. Come over here. Do the same thing here.
Just so everyone knows how we caught these fish, it's the craziest thing in the world. We were using a chatterbait. But I do believe that you can use a lot of these things. So stay tuned. We got the video, we got it on video how we caught these fish. Stay tuned if you want to learn how to catch some nice redfish and also have a great fish fry here.
Go. It's difficult to keep this guy out.
Yes.
I'm thinking I should have done both sides before I took the whole piece off.
That's okay. You're doing a wonderful job. Doing better than I can do. I'm in the meantime preparing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut these in little medallion strips, and we're gonna sear them. I am using olive oil, and it just happened to have just some regular extra virgin oil, but I'm also putting a little bit of infused olive oil here, and this is kind of a hot olive oil. So we're just gonna sear it for a little bit. Maybe put a little bit of Chef Paul seasoning on, but it's just gonna be very light because we wanna make sure that we get the full flavor of this fresh redfish that we caught today. Like I say, the crazy thing is we caught them on chatterbaits. You don't have to do this, but if you are looking to catch redfish this time of year, which happens to be up the middle of December, is you can get live bait. You can get artificial lures. I happen to like, myself, lipless crankbaits, okay? And also a just something that gets down the bottom. Now we were using our graphs today, but if you find where the creek and a river current comes together and you can actually see it coming, just kind of automatically say there are going to be fish down here at some point. And that's all we did today as we were trying to go catch bass. But it's your first redfish you caught today, right?
Yes.
That was awesome.
First one. We caught a couple. A whole lot of fun. They really do hit it hard. They let you know that they're there. They really do.
Yeah, if you've never caught a redfish, they are absolutely fun to catch.
Beautiful colorations as well. I'm looking at the meat now, and it looks really, really nice. I'm excited to see what it tastes like.
Holiday Traditions presents Christmas with Crosby, his vintage holiday radio show combined with his time.
Is this an actual filleting knife? This knife here, see?
Yeah, that's actually funny enough, yes.
Looks like I'm struggling.
Yes. Well, it's the first time we use it, so I may need to sharpen it. I just got it, so I may need to sharpen it, which is okay.
I'm no expert, but
yeah, it needs some sharpening, which you're saying. Always helps when the fillet knife is sharp, right? I get it.
let's try this. There we go. I've really messed this fillet up. I'm going to have to cut from the other side on the next one. From the tail up, that might be a little bit easier. And then I'll possibly be able to use the pliers and tear the skin off. That way it will give it a nice clean look and your traditional fillet style instead of this hogwash over here. Look very nice and raw.
Holiday Traditions puts you on the air. Record a short holiday greeting using your cell phone's voice memo or voice recorder app. Then email it to holidaytraditions@SiriusXM.com. Here's one now.
Alright.
Let me make sure all the scales are off here.
That's how we do it the South African way, huh?
Don't I can imagine the comments back home. The guys gonna say he did a terrible job.
You know what? It looks good to me. Got some nice meat on there. Want to wash it off a little bit, or?
Yes, I will do.
Okay. Kind of pat it dry here.
I want to try this one from the other side.
Okay.
See what happens.
All right. Want to wash that one off?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll wash this off. Kind of pat it dry. We'd love to see everyone's comments here on what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, and
Yeah, give us
We're
some
gonna let-
suggestions.
yes, we need lots of suggestions as we're just starting with this.
I do think taking the scales off would have actually maybe been beneficial first.
That was me. All right. You know, while you're doing that, I'm going to be just cutting some little slices here, and I'm going to start seasoning them. Get them seared.
There we go.
Working?
I did it wrong earlier.
Well, hey, listen, I'm sure there's going to be some experts telling us how to do it, which is, we're here for any professional advice we can get. All right, I'm going to take it over here and sear, put a little seasoning on. Put a little seasoning on here. I don't want to put too much seasoning on because I want to be able to get the full flavor of this fresh redfish we caught today. So I'm just going to kind of, let's see here. All right. While Jason's cooking over here, we're slowly searing it up. I got, the pan heated to about medium. Again, got some olive oil, sprayed some olive oil. It's going to be coconut oil first. And just really slightly put over the seasoning. I'm not putting too much on. All right. Here. Tasty morsels right here going on. So I'm being very careful here to make sure one of the biggest mistakes that I have sometimes made is overcooking the fish. We're just going to be real careful here. I just want to sear just enough just enough here. Can you smell that? It's good. It smells really good.
I can
But
smell
wait.
it from here. It does smell
It
good.
smells good, huh, Jason?
Yes.
As he's finishing up the other side.
Jason behind the scenes.
So if you're wondering who's holding the camera, it's Calvin Steinhovel from South Africa, Jason's partner. So-
Fishing partner. Just clarify that.
His fishing partner. His teammate. I love how we clarified that. Again, I'm just being real careful here. Again, every piece is trying to be about the same size, so. You know, a lot of folks here in the South, all the way from Texas over to, you know, up to South Carolina, North Carolina, who are used to catching redfish. It's really and eating them. It really tastes good. It's a white, fluffy meat, and it's just something about it just tastes really, really nice. So looks like we're just getting close here to being done. By the way, I'd like to thank tonight's sponsor. No, I'm just kidding. There's no sponsor. But with that being said, I just want to say thanks to my wife, Adrienne, for allowing me to cook in her kitchen. That's a big accomplishment for her to give this thing up to me. So, thanks, Adrienne. So, all right. I'm going to get myself a plate out here because we are
The operations going on
about
here.
to get the first.
It almost smells like cobbler. Smells
It-
very good.
Is that a fish in South Africa?
I think it can be found elsewhere. But yeah, we eat it quite a lot back home. But it could just be the spice as well that's in there.
Yeah, we just. By the way, if you're just joining us, we have friends here from South Africa. We're actually bass fishing for a tournament back where I live in Freeport, Florida, for Bass Nation. And Bass Nation is a affiliate of Bassmaster, and we got a tournament coming up. And we're actually supposed to be bass fishing, and we're using a lure called the chatterbait. Well, we pulled up to this one spot, and all of a sudden, we started catching redfish. And because Calvin and Jason never caught a redfish, we caught we had our best 5 was over 25 pounds, probably over 30 pounds. These redfish, they grow to a real nice size, and the great thing about it is we took one of them. We decided, hey, let's do our first fresh catch, fresh cook, and fresh eat right here, and try to get you to say, hey, I gotta eat redfish someday. It's a delicacy, all the way from, like say, Texas all the way up to North Carolina, maybe even higher. But it's an awesome fish. They fight crazy like. And catching them on a bass lure, which is considered a chatterbait, chatterbait is kind of a bass lure, was just absolutely awesome. And they caught their first, now they can say they caught their first redfish, right?
Yes.
Sure.
It was good, huh?
That was really good.
So the largest one we caught today was over 12 pounds by Jason, which I call them the bull reds. So, like I say, we're just got the first batch done here. We working on the second batch, but I'm going to invite my lovely wife and my daughter Mackenzie over. And before we start cooking this one, we're going to try do a little taster here. I'm going to give them a little size. We're bite size. Take your step back. Smile. Say hi.
Hello.
Well, I've been wife for 32 years. Well, she's the chef in the family.
Wonderful.
Good.
Very good.
Nice, huh?
Very
I
nice.
know. I already had a little piece.
Good job.
Thank you. Oh, that's so great. Calvin, come over and introduce yourself here.
Come around this side.
Very nice.
Those folks who are from the south here who are watching this, they do talk funny. Say hi.
Hello everyone. I must admit Mackenzie's been behind the camera, but we just figured out a little something to set it up over here. Let's go for our first taste of it.
Yes.
Small piece.
Jason, you ready for one? Almost?
I can come. I can put pause on the cutting.
Just try it.
I'm satisfied.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Give that a try. Take a little piece.
Oh,
It's perfect.
that's lovely. That's really good. So soft,
Good.
white.
It is good.
Just falls apart in your mouth. It's really good.
Yeah, those of you who have never tried redfish and you get down here to the south, you really got to give it a shot. Here's Mackenzie. Give it a little shot.
Say hi to the camera.
We kept it real simple. All we want to do is get the full flavor. Come around. Fish lover.
Yummy.
All we tried to do today is, when we started catching these redfish, what we wanted to do was experience, have them experience, Jason and Calvin from South Africa, their first redfish. Not only catching them, we caught a bunch of them, by the way. Yeah, but experience your first taste of redfish, and it's just real nice, white, flaky. We wanted to keep it simple. You can fry them. There's so many ways you can cook redfish, but we just wanted to sear it, just enough with olive oil, just a little bit of seasoning, and we hope you enjoyed it. We're going to finish up searing the rest of these, but remember, if you want to go out red fishing, if you have any questions, shoot me a text, an email to fish@fishoutloud.com, and I'll be more than happy to try to steer you in the right direction, okay? Guys, remember, you're just one bite away